But Tyler would be kind of bad too, I feel like. But like, I mean, like at least like, I mean, he hasn't won. I think that's kind of the weird thing of it. But like, it's probably on the same level as Cody. Where it's like there's kind of reason for it, but also it's like Tyler would be boring. Frankie Grande would be like there wouldn't be a reason for it, but like, I mean, I don't think he'd be a terrible roundtable host. Yeah, BB19 is great. I think BB19 is probably my favorite. But yeah, like spoiler stuff. So where we're at spoiler wise, like I don't think there's any new 50 stuff. 49. So yeah, Jake seems to be medevac, right? Is like it was kind of spoiled in the preview, but like I feel like based on what we know from spoilers and everything, it feels like almost 100% he gets medevaced. Which does kind of suck. I mean, like, I don't like Jake, but that is kind of a shitty way for him to go out, especially in a spot where, like, he was, like, on the show to begin with because his, like, dad was, like, losing his sight, and then his wife, like, again, missed the birth of his first child and everything. It's, like, it's kind of shit that the way he goes out is from a snake bite. How Dan hasn't done it. I mean, he did on BB Can. But yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like, yeah, it's just Will, right? It's like it was just Will for most of it, and then just like last year, like Taylor made a lot of sense. I do feel like the Cody pick was weird. Like I get that maybe you just wanted to have a rotating thing now, but like it is weird they went to Cody before they went to Dan. But again, from what I understand, I don't believe Dan watches Big Brother anymore. It's like maybe that was the thing. I mean, at least like Nicole saying "you guys" would be kind of funny. Who played worse, Annie or Nicole? I think Annie played worse, but I think Annie would still be above Nicole in terms of like the game they played on the season, since that like she survived over Nicole. Yeah, that was also in the preview, right? Is there's a shot that looks like MC got a Beware advantage, which sure, I don't really care either way. Yeah, Dr. Was texted Ashley, supposedly. I think I believe he like texts like pretty much all the winners. He tries to pretend like he doesn't care, but he does. Well, yeah. Taylor did it last year because of Dondi, but I think like once the Dondi thing happened, they're like, well, we might as well just like switch it out every time. Because obviously, if they wanted to, they could have done like Dr. Will again this time. Like his contract with Dondi's done. I think the guy that originally leaked the 50 boot order came back with some stuff. Did he? Yeah, I just haven't been looking. I've been pretty like all in on the BB27 review. Where like I haven't been like really searching for things. What am I hating for now? I think it's just boring. Like so far, I think like there's like not been much intrigue in anything. I really just don't care. Again, do I think the season will get better? Probably. Like at least Jeff thinks it does. But I think it's been a very rough start. Said Aubrey fell short. So are we looking in a Cirie winning world then? Huh. That'd be kind of funny if Aubrey loses fire making, because she's won fire making before. Is that the first? Actually, that would be the first time it's ever happened, right? That someone who's won fire making in the past goes on to lose fire making. Yeah, Steph winning is still a worry. Yeah, I hope not. But yeah, if that's the case, then like we are looking at Steph or Suri. Which I definitely prefer one over the other. Yeah, that is a thing. Like, it is weird that like Steph wasn't in that, but maybe that was like purposeful. Tried no coupons. Yeah, I mean that is the thing Jeff is doing. That's a funny thing that Jeff did. Is like, yeah, there's the video of him just like going into a random Target and signing a random like copy. Chrissy is not like Chrissy like yeah, from my understanding, it's not really a. By the way, I forgot that the desktop audio is still on. Also, I could change the settings on this real quick. But yeah, like Chrissy, I believe is like not really talked about as like a potential winner. Like she is like fitting into the old era thing, but like yeah, I believe it's been like implied Chrissy isn't one of the winners. And Chrissy's like likely like a mid merge boot. Imagine Joe takes Suri and Rizzo. Oh, and Rizzo wins again. I mean, it's possible. Like, I think if anyone would do that, it would be Joe. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do this. Okay. Joe has no spine. Who has more of a spine, Joe or Vince? Joe the Lip. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's really a question. But I did find it interesting. So Thomas and Bianca were in RHAP. So they did talk a lot about like the Logi dynamics, which was interesting. In how and like some of it we kind of knew, but like how it was initially like the guys and Bianca, but then Joe wanted to swap out Bianca for Eva. And like by the end of it all, like Thomas was planning on like flipping things, not to take out Joe, but to take out Eva or Shaheen. They were at the bottom of that group, but they still had like Star. But the question is, what was Star gonna do? Which I don't know. But they still could have utilized Star in the game at that point. Yeah, I think there's no doubt Savannah's winning at this point. Like I just feel like everything is pointing in that direction. It doesn't even feel like Jeff is hiding it. What the fuck is happening? Like why is she like okay? Like why was she like almost on the ground? Yeah, that seems like the most likely outcome here, which I am a little surprised by. Like, so does Alex play his idol? Like that seems very possible, right? Is that how this like next episode happens? He's like, you would think that Alex, like I assume like from an editing perspective especially, that it would be a Sophie versus Alex thing, and that like Jeremiah. But again, why would he vote for Jeremiah? Is the weird thing. So I don't know. Like, could it be a no votes? Could like Sophie play her? Why would Sophie play her shot in the dark in that spot though? Yeah, I don't know. It does feel weird that Jeremiah would go. Like maybe, like I don't know, maybe like Jeremiah just like bombed the challenge, and they're like, oh, in the case we're staying together, we should just keep. But it's not like Sophie's like performed particularly well in challenges, so yeah, I generally don't know. But it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Watch it just be like the most boring fucking episode though. Did Russell have the best idle play of all time? No. Like, I mean, what are we quantifying as the best? Like, most beneficial for your game? Or, like, most entertaining? Or what? Best for your game? Like, potentially. It's probably up. Like, the Tyson boot one is probably up there. But if we're talking about, like, entertainment, then it's probably up there too. Yeah, I think Parvati's double idle play is probably the best. Probably. From a gameplay perspective, especially. I think. Yeah, I haven't thought them all through. Wait, how do I interact with it? What? Okay, wait. Fuck me. What's Edgic look like this season? I think Savannah's winning, even Edgically. Like, Savannah's just in a spot where, like, why is she on the show right now? Like, she shouldn't be on the show. And, like, I think if I was not spoiled, I'll probably be thinking, oh, it feels too obvious to where, like, I don't think she's going to win. But, like, why is she here? Like, she's not doing anything. It has no relevance to anything. Why is she so prevalent on the show? Russell Here's villains the BB-19 Paul. Kind of. Not exactly. I think Paul was actually more dominant. But yeah, like, from an Edgic perspective, I think it's either Savannah or Sophie right now. I think are, like, the top two contenders. I think the 49 controversy win will be. I think probably just, like, Rizzo plays, like, a flashier game. But also, it's like, who knows if that stuff is real, that part of it. What am I actually meant to be doing right now? Imagine Sophie's the one who was robbed. Maybe. Yeah, imagine Sophie was robbed. I think Sophie, the sense I get is I think Sophie probably turns into, like, I think she'll be in a spot where, like, gets a pretty big pre-merge edit and then probably, like, kind of dies post-merge edit-wise. Wait, I did talk to him already, didn't I? Oh, that's not how I do it. Is Kim one? Wait, is Kim One World the BB-15 handy? Not exactly one for one. Like, I think Kim One World's probably Derek. Right? It's like kind of a mix, I guess. Like, Derek is like kind of like a mix of Kim and Rob. Rob is like Cody. Kind of. Assuming Jake's condition after the play goes downhill. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's a spot where, like, he actually probably, like, passes out or something, right? Which, yeah. Like, I think this would be, like... Oh, fuck, I lost. Cool. It will be interesting to see how this is portrayed, though. Because this is a fairly, like, yeah, this hasn't really happened before, as Jeff says in the preview. Yeah, like, it is actually kind of wild this hasn't happened. Like, it's taken 49 seasons for someone to be medevac because of, like a bug bite or whatever. Like, it's like, you would think that would have happened by now. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I feel bad for, like, I don't like Jake, but I do feel bad that, like, that's how his experience ended up. That he missed out on, like, some major life events just to get, like, medevac from a second. The thing is, like, I forgot about this, actually. Wasn't it said that Jake left Ponderosa? Wasn't that, like, a rumor that was out there? Which, if that's the case, then, like, I mean, like, obviously, like, you would assume at this point that's because of his snake bite. But, like, maybe there's a chance he got back before his child's birth. Joe's, I believe, yeah. Yeah, it was like a bug bite that became an infection. But, like, he didn't get medevaced from the bite itself. He became, like, he got medevaced from, like, the infection that came from it, right? Which, like, I guess, like, you could say it's the same thing. But, like, I feel like, to me, it's like, this is different in the sense that it's, like, seemingly very immediate. It's like I'm kind of surprised that it's, that it hasn't happened where, like, an actual, like, venomous animal has attacked. Because, like, with him, it's like, yeah, it wasn't, like, the bite that took him out. It was more so the infection that came from the bite. To where, like, yeah, it's not like the animal that bit him, like, was the issue. It was more so just the fact that he was bitten in a spot where, like, it was allowed to, like, get dirty and then got infected. Better Final HOH or Final Tribal in terms of what? Like, I feel like they're very different things. Yeah, it's like, yeah, they've been in the same location for like a third of the series now. Which is actually kind of insane, isn't it? They've been in the same location, like, by the time of 50 for, what is that, 18 seasons? TV, I mean, yeah, I feel like they're very different things. Like, Final HOH is just a fucking competition. Final Tribal is like a tribal. Like, Final Tribal is more entertaining. Final HOH is just fucking answering random questions. I haven't watched the deep dives. I mean, like, it didn't come out until like 7 or whatever. I'll watch it by the time of next stream though. Yeah, I know what I'm doing there. It's Peak. I'm sure it's good. I've watched a lot of Ashley's lives. Like, Ashley is, like, just naturally entertaining. And, like, part of that's because, like, as much as she likes the prop of how much she was, like, playing a character, like, I do think a lot of that is really just Ashley. Like, I think she just has no, like, filter and, like, genuinely just is, like, I don't know what the right term is. Because, like, she's obviously, like, very clearly smart. But, like, she can be, like, maybe naive at that point? I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't know what the, like, gullible, I guess? I don't know. Cool. I definitely know what I just bought. Okay. Do I have to get new pieces of everything? She's young, yeah. I mean, she is 25. We'll watch America's Culinary Cup. Is that a thing? That's what's airing after Survivor 50? I don't know. Maybe? It'll at least be there. Will I be paying attention to it? Don't know. So I just need to continuously do these like missions so I have enough stuff to buy everything? Is that what I'm meant to be doing? They've actually playing like 10 years should be super deadly. Probably. Yeah. Maybe not even 10, maybe like 5. I got BB-19, I think is the best finale. 27 is up there, though. But I do think 19 is better. Steve Burden, Ashley, yeah. Oh, we're talking about the finales? Like, I think 27 is better than 17. Like, with 17, it's like, it's really just the Vanessa eviction. That's the only thing interesting about it. Like, it's not like Steve's, like, final performance is, like, that interesting. It was just, like, kind of like, well, he's obviously winning. Cool, I definitely know what I just did. The Ashley was slightly worse the before, but now it's slightly better. Yeah, I can see it. We'll see. I think they're very close. So we'll see if the deep dive changes much. Like right now, I think I would give the edge to Steve, but again, it is like very, very close. Next couple of videos. Generally not 100%. Like, so, let's open this up real quick. I think I need to make a new way of scheduling things. Yeah, stream's going to struggle for a little bit here while I'm opening up Excel.